ITV News at 10 with Mark Austin and Julie Etchingham.
Good evening, paedophiles.
Whoa! We're still wet out the shower. How's it going this afternoon, everybody? Ross Tweddell here from Live and Give to do them bloody live reactions to this bloody little pissant derby that's going on. Who gives a toss about the Manchester derby, really? Hey, not one of the best ones in the world, is it? I'm only joking. Of course it is. It's one of the secondary tier ones. Not the very top one like the Tyne and Weir, though, obviously. How are we doing in the chat today? I see Nobrash is there. I apologise for the wetness of me hair. It takes ages to dry, let me tell you, when it gets past a certain length, and we're past that length now. Lemon Seamus in the chat. Bobby Needs in the chat. Up the Shaggin' Blues. I'm going to assume that doesn't mean Chelsea, considering those type of Blues got beaten yesterday. So what Blues they are, let me know. Bobby Needs. Ahmed's also in. I'm bloody nervous for this. Who are you supporting, Ahmed? Let me know, because I've forgotten. Big Bill LaMonica's in, looking to be a nice day after a few days of snow. Hope you're having a great day. Bloody hell, it's just been raining in Newcastle ever since Tuesday. Hasn't stopped, it felt like, all week long, ever since Tuesday. What the hell was that? There's been some weird bangs in this building today. New neighbours in upstairs. I hope they're not like Jeffrey Dahmer. Although there's every chance in this day and age, isn't there? You never know, do you? Man United says Ahmed. I don't know who I want to win this game. Maybe Manchester City, just to keep things a little bit interesting at the top of the table. Although if they lost, that would also do that. I honestly don't know who I want to win. In fact, I do know who I want to win because I've got both Haaland and Alvarez up front in the FPL team. So that's what I want, a hat-trick from each of them. I've got Salah captained this weekend. I've somehow got Salah and Haaland in my team at the same time. I've not seen what the Liverpool score is. It's 2-0. Is it 2-0? It is 2-0. Has Salah scored? No, he bloody has not. Well, I'll take the blame for that because, of course, he's been in fantastic form up until this weekend when Ross puts him in. Diaby scored. I think I might have taken him out my team, which is a bit of a shame. Yeah, I had to take Diaby out to accommodate Salah coming in. So I've had to put Douglas Luiz's in there from Aston Villa. He's got 4 points, must have got an assist to go on top of his appearance points. So it's not been too bad of a weekend. Quiet in the chat once again. It's quiet. There's nobody in. How many people have we got watching? Oh my god, we've got 11 people watching. And I've put this out on Twitter. It's out on Instagram. It's out on Threads. Oh dear, it's not looking good for the future of Hold and Give. Might as well be honest if we're sat here with 11 people watching for a game as big as this one. I know fine well I'm way down the pecking order in terms of streamers and whatnot. But bloody Nora, that is not good news. So thank you very much to the people who are watching this afternoon. Very much appreciated. We'll ride this one out for as long as we can do before it gets too desperate and nobody's watching at all. 14 people in the chat. Up the chat. Yeah, you say that though, Lemon Seamus, but you look at the views other people will be getting and it'll be obviously dwarfing what I'm getting now. But 14 is a low number. My God. But we'll crack on. It's a good job I haven't spent loads of money on fancy lights, a PS5, all sorts of stuff for these sort of things to happen. But there we go. That you got to roll the dice in life. Sometimes you roll a 21, sometimes you roll a 25. Now I feel like I might have just rolled a 25 with the Hold and Give YouTube channel. Right, the teams. I've not even looked at the teams this afternoon. I've been too busy trying to find a bloody a Sporkle quiz for half-time, which we've got. We've got Manchester Derby goal scorers in the Premier League, which dates back, unfortunately, to 2020, but it's not too. There's a shite load to get, to be honest with you. 62 players you got to name who've scored in Manchester Derbies, but that is at half-time. We'll go on the old twitter.com. Up to 19, my God. It's nosebleed territory here on the stream. I remember at the start I was getting, hundreds at the same time during the World Cup, and it's just gone down and down and down. And we might have just hit rock bottom this lovely, drizzly Sunday afternoon. As we're looking at Jack Grealish on the television box, advertising Bose headphones. Hup the Bose. I used to have a pair of them. They were very nice indeed. What was I doing again? Oh yes, the teams. Do 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 do. I've seen the main talking point already on the social medias is that Johnny Evans is starting ahead of Rafa Varane, which has led many people who are in the know, like Jamie Carragher, to question whether there's something now going on behind the scenes with Varane and Manchester United, as Gary Neville likes to call them. Are they just saying that because of the whole Sancho situation? Are they saying that because they know something is going on? You tell me in the chat. Any one of the 20 people watching was slowly growing. It's slowly growing, everybody. Oh, bollocks. Yeah, these noises. I keep hearing like someone's going to try and break in me flat, which is always lovely to hear on a Sunday afternoon when you're all by yourself. You got the door shut because you want to stream and have no background noise interfering what you're doing. It's a wonderful thing to have, isn't it? What we're doing. So yeah, just in case you haven't known the teams already, which I assume you will have, it's Onana, Dalot, Maguire, Evans, Lindelof is left back, Amrabat, McTominay holding midfield, Bruno Fernandes, Eriksen, Rashford behind Højlund, and then Manchester City are playing. Wait, it's like a 4-1-3-1-1. Come 3-2-4-1, I reckon, in my head. So we've got Ederson, Walker, Diaz, Gvardiol, definite defenders. Stones might be the fourth one in there. When Stones is pushing into midfield alongside Rodri, then we've got Foden, Alvarez, Silva, Grealish and Haaland. But of course, Alvarez pushes a bit further forward than little Bernardo these days, doesn't he? But there we go, as we're watching highlights from that goal last year, which I've repressed from my memory. I can't remember what went on with this goal. It was a definite offside, wasn't it? But they gave it anyway for some reason. Were they feeling sorry for Manchester United? I've got no idea. Vile is here in spirit. I mean, we've dropped already from 20 to 17, which is horrible news. But there we go. Oh, it feels like Holding Gibbs never going to take off. But there we go. We've gave it a go. Well, some of us have given it a go. Some harder than others, but there we go. What can you do? Oh. R.I.P. Chandler Bing, of course. One of the greatest sitcom characters of all time, for my money. A wonderful delivery in his one-liners. He was always the best friend, I thought. Of all the friends, he was the best character. But it's mysterious with the circumstances of it all, with the drowning in the hot tub, allegedly, but no drugs present on the scene, allegedly, once again going off TMZ, which I know is a dangerous game to play. But it's such a shame. It's such a young age, only 54. I hope nothing, nothing underhanded went on there. Because that was those Friends reunions with that insufferable Corden. James Corden. He didn't look well, did he? There was I saw a couple of like behind the scenes clips where there was just moments where he didn't realise they were live and he was like barking at the people behind the camera. It just wasn't very good viewing, but you tend not to want to remember those sort of times. Remember all the good stuff he did. Like be the best character in The Friends. Up the Friends, indeed. Aston Villa have scored a third. I'd love to know who scored that third. Is it Douglas Luiz who's getting me more points? I hope it bloody well is. We're on to 38, so it might have been. Been another fantastic weekend. Oh, it's not. It's Lockyer. Lockyer own goal for Aston Villa in the 62nd minute. Brighton are now drawn with Fulham. João Palhinha's equalised for Fulham. Liverpool still 2-0. Everton getting a win at West Ham. My God. Nice tribute to Sir Bobby and the crowd there at Old Trafford. Not a patch on war flags at St James's Park. My God, is it Lord Farquhar? St James's Park. Just swearing now. Away results versus last season's top 9. Manchester City were beaten a fair few times to Liverpool, Man United, Tottenham, Brentford, Arsenal. Well, that must have been October 2023. Oh yeah, cool. A couple of weeks ago, wasn't it, when they got beat? Down the Lockyer. He's leaving us. Of course, there will be a stream later on. Hopefully, there'll be more than 24 people watching. I shouldn't be so down, but you know, we were at a certain level a little while ago, and it keeps getting smaller. Every time we stream, it's hard not to get a bit demoralised. I'm just being real with everybody watching today. But we'll plough on. I'm committed until the end of the season. I'm trying to think of a manager who committed until the end of the season, then walked away. I'm Frank Lampard at Chelsea. That's what hold and give feels like at the moment. Except there'll be no one to take over. It'll just die and go into the abyss. Where apparently me saying that cost us 5 viewers as the teams are walking out. Wonderful stuff. The Sporkle quiz is ready for that there half-time whistle. Just check it's in the right position. Lebarche. Oh, I was on the wrong page there. Peter Drury on the call, which is always fantastic news to hear. Worried people were speculating that Martin Tyler could have been in the hot seat this weekend, which would have been a disaster for all concerned. Where the hell are we with the scoreboard? That one there. That one there. It's sort of right, but not quite right. We'll have to edit this live on the stream. Maybe this is why things are dwindling. Bollocks like this. People like Goldbridge have got their wonderful high-tech layouts and whatnot, and I'm here fiddling on with a little browser window capture, which doesn't look very good at all, but there we go. We'll get there one day, hopefully, I don't know. Up the holding give, says Jamie McKenna, thank you very much. Look at how slow this is to do. We'll go left now. We'll go wee, that's the wrong way, wee, that's the right way. Look at it again, a little bit smaller in the corner. Wonderful stuff. Right, we'll leave it there. That'll ding-dang do. That'll ding-dang do for me. Right, the teams, obviously we went through these already, but it's a shock to see Eriksen coming in, but then again, Bruno Fernandes, I think, does play. He drifts wide, right, doesn't he, from time to time for Manchester United. Don't know how often he does start there. Hoyland with some lovely curtains in his hair for his Sky Sports render. Looks like he's straight from 1997. Maybe even Backstreet Boys, maybe even NSYNC. Were NSYNC around in 97? I've got no idea. We've climbed to 35 viewers. Welcome, everyone. There is a stream on the Hole and Give Football YouTube channel. Hopefully the stream numbers goes up. That's the last time we're going to mention the stream numbers. I can't let them get to us too much, even though they are, quite clearly. Just being real with everybody. Walker, Diaz, Gavardiol play in front of Edison. Sky Sports have got Stones and Rodri starting as holding midfield players. Then we have Foden, Silva, Grealish and Alvarez playing off of that man, Mr. Braut Haaland. Erling Braut Haaland, who I have in my fantasy team, not captained this weekend. Of course, that goes to Salah, who of course hasn't scored a goal yet. It's still 2-0 to Liverpool. Why does that happen to me, yeah? Last weekend, there's a lad in my league, the one at home, who was top of the table, and he brought in Salah when no one else was really thinking about bringing in Salah, who didn't have Salah already. And then Salah goes and scores twice for him so he can extend his lead at the top of the FPL league. But when Ross does it, Salah does absolutely nothing. What is it about me, eh? What is it? Looks like we're going to pay tribute to Sir Bobby Charlton. Representatives from both Manchester United and Manchester City on the touchline. The captains are clapping hands. 1937 until 2023. Up there with the greatest English players of all time, if not the greatest player. It's obviously hard to compare eras when he was playing in the 50s and the 60s and the early 70s as well. But what a left foot. What a right foot. What a comb over. Of course, he's from Ashton, which is where I was born, which is another tick for him in the good things boxes. I know it means nothing, but it's nice to see, isn't it? I mean, yeah, someone who's got a standing in the game as Sir Bobby Charlton had, or has, definitely hasn't gone away, has it? Nice to see he comes from your neck of the woods, of course it is. Right, well, I can recognise Mike Summerby there from Manchester City, Brian Kidd, who's got a foot in both camps. I hope they do a moment of applause instead of silence. They are doing a moment of applause. Feel like a dickhead doing that in this room, so I've just acknowledged it's going on right there. Sir Bobby, born in Ashington, made in Manchester. I'd argue he was born in Ashington, made in Ashington. Up the Ashington. If anyone knows Ashington in the chat, let me know. It's a very, 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 very niche thing for a stream like this. I assume there's nobody apart from me who knows about Ashington. And what a poo hole it is. Hello, Socks the Waving Cat. Oh, what we got there? It says there's an error on the playback. Am I still live? Is this going on? Let's see what's happening. Connecting to stream software now. Are we live? I don't know if we're even live. We've lost a few viewers. We are live. There we go. I don't know what was going on there. Right. With that lovely bit of appreciation for Sir Bobby Charlton out the way. Christ. Peter Drury's on one. I don't feel like I should interrupt Peter Drury, but there we go. He was just seemingly naming every single player in Manchester City and Manchester United history right there on the spot. Because he's Peter Drury, and that's what he does. My stream is lagging sometimes, but still good. That's a bit of a shame to hear. It looks like it's frozen on that screen there. Oh, no. Why is it being so spotty today? Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Oh, need to get ready. We're off. Hopefully the stream rectifies itself. It looks like it's having a few technical issues. What am I downloading? Nothing. Apparently it's on my end if numerous people are having issues with it. What have we got open that's different? We have two browsers open, which I think I'll close down. Recently moved over to Brave. Hup the Brave. Manchester City now on the attack straight away, but United nullify that offence in the middle of the park. This isn't working, is it? Is it because I've got numerous windows open? Let's close all the windows. I doubt that's going to make a difference. There we go. Right, it's live. It's buffering straight away. There's something wrong with my internet, I think. Man United on the attack straight away. Eriksen. Wide to Dalot. Middle right, we'll say. Dalot looking at the back post. Hooked onto the roof of the net. And it's a goal kick to Manchester City. Right, the stream seems to have sorted itself out. Hopefully, nothing's changed on my end. I'm still getting, excuse me, full signal as per. It's definitely moving now in the screen I'm watching on my little side monitor here, so hopefully that's all right. Maybe it's because I left my hair a bit too wet when getting out the shower, and that's caused some interference. I'm just talking bollocks. Gvardiol moves down the left for Manchester City, pressured by Bruno Fernandes. Whoa! Gvardiol giving it away. McTominay's got Rashford up with him. Oh, he's gone the wrong way, has he? Oh, he should have slipped in Højlund by the looks of things. Rasmus is not happy. He's under pressure straight away. It would have been a difficult through ball to find, but the players at this level who should be playing for Man United and Man City, teams who think they're up there, maybe players should be finding that pass. McTominay, for my money, is just a step below, even though it has been a little bit funny more recently that him and Onana and Maguire have been the saviours for Manchester United. Players that have been written off, you feel, by and large, by the supporters there. As I've just written off McTominay as well. I know the irony in what I'm saying. Lloyd saying the stream keeps freezing for him. I don't know what to do here. Freezing badly. Unless I go and reset the router, which would obviously knock everything off. It says excellent connection. Everything looks fine. The stream's moving fine on this little screen I'm looking at right now. Jay Visitor in the chat there saying he refreshed the page and has been fine since. Please do that if you haven't done already. If it's still being an arse when you come back after refreshing the page, I will go and reset the router and start the stream again. Fascinating start on Sky Sports. Goals scored between 1 and 15 minutes. Manchester United have no goals, as do Arsenal. Manchester City have got 4 goals. Newcastle, one of the teams, on 3 goals. Eddie Howe's Mags. Right, fresh out, quick out the traps, I should say. There you go, Jay McKenna saying the refresh is sorted. So please give it a refresh if you're having issues. We are live. Issues like this happen sometimes, I guess. All good now. G-Unit says Vile. I used to own some G-Unit jeans about 12 to 13 years ago, and I thought I was hip-hop and happening. No, not G-Unit. G-Star Raw. Beg me pardon, I've got me G's mixed up. Hoyland on the... I like Hoyland. If he was playing for Eddie Howe's Newcastle, I'd be a big fan. I like the way he plays the game. Very intense. He's got a finish on him, as we've seen in Champions League games. How old is he as well? He must only be 20-odd. I know they paid a lot of money for him. But that's what you got to do in this day and age, isn't it? Walker looking for a through ball there, but it's blocked out. Hoyland, lovely. Out wide to Rashford. Go on, Marcus. Go on! He slowed it down. Oh, he's looking for Lindelof, but he's messed it up as Rashford. Or is it good defending by Diaz? You let me know. Oh, it's now lagging on this little screen I've got in front of me, which hopefully, I assume, means it's going to lag for you. If it's lagging for you, let me know in the chat right now, and I will get it refreshed, the L router. Technical difficulties to kick off today, which is always fantastic to see. It's still going around. You know what? I think I might just go and do it before the game gets too old. We'll go and do it. Right, I'll be back in a second. It's going to go disconnecting, so it is.